So, my fiance has way too many role-playing books. Like, you see this? That's not even a pin drop. Oh, keep going. Oh, there's more. Like, you don't even know. This isn't even half. Keep going. No, that hardly even counts. There's more. I know, it's piled so high you can't even see them.
Hey, I'm back here.
But there's more coming. It's coming. Yeah. Keep showing them. We're getting close now. Hi, I'm still here.
That's all the books. This is the magazines.
Oh right, there was more on the table, or the chair I mean. I forgot about those ones.
This is my entire role-playing library. And we're going to get into it a book at a time here on Retro Reviews. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Retro Reviews, a nerdy book review show where we...
I'm going to interview Fen about some different RPG books.
Yeah, basically just going through my whole collection, figuring out what I want to keep, what I want to get rid of, and in order for me to not ramble on for half hour, 2 hours, 3 days, Laura's going to interview me and ask some questions and try to keep these nice and short and hopefully of use for you at home.
Okay, so let's dive in.
Alright, tonight is the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Dungeon Builder's Guide.
Okay, can you give us a quick synopsis of this book?
This book is everything you need in order to actually sit down with just a handful of dice and build every dungeon you would ever need to play Dungeons & Dragons ever. It's got a random dungeon generator system with tables, so you just roll and just draw it out on a piece of graph paper, and the next thing you know, a couple hours later, you have a fully fleshed out dungeon.
Sounds extremely useful for a DM.
Yeah, it's actually broken up, so it actually has multiple dungeon types. You have your aerial dungeons, so dungeon in the clouds. You have a castle dungeon. You have interdimensional dungeons, mines and caverns, ruins and tombs, and underwater.
So where did you get this book?
Bought this book at B. Dalton's in the mall in Presque Isle. This was actually the first D&D book I ever actually spent money on.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, what I wanted was... I planned on using this not just for D&D, but also for the Star Wars role-playing game, just to be able to build subterranean layers and stuff like that. But yeah, this was actually the first one I actually bought with cash. The other books I had was like, two of them we'll be talking about. One of them was a copy that I photocopied from a friend. The other one was one that I traded that friend some magic cards for.
Okay, yeah. So what do you like about this book?
I like just how detailed it is for building dungeons, populating them with monsters, designing rooms. The trap section in this thing is like amazing. There's 100 different... Okay. So in order to make a trap, you gotta have a trap basis. There's 100 different bases. And the basis is the trapped item. There's like aquariums, divans.
So a lot of different options for traps.
Lots of different options for traps, and then there's like what happens with them. You can have gender change, teleported randomly away, steals all your items. Like basically, they went over like every trap they ever designed and just wrote down the effect of them. And some of these, and the ones that deal damage, there's a random table for figuring out how much damage the trap's going to deal.
So a lot of mixing and matching.
A lot of mixing, matching, customizing, doubling stuff up. You can really like put 3 different effects on the trap. I just have some fun, interesting, like, who the heck traps a pair of bagpipes?
Someone who doesn't like bagpipe music?
People messing with their bagpipes? I don't know.
Hard to tell.
But, yeah.
Okay, cool. Is there something that you didn't like about this book?
The fact that it is out of print. This book has no, like, the damage is about for traps is the only thing in here that's actual, like, game-wise rules-based. And you can adjust that for any other game. This book is so useful for any role-playing system that the fact that it's out of print and the dungeon generator system is copyrighted and part of this book, so it's this whole thing of like, I'm happy that this is on Drive-Thru RPG. People can get PDF copies of it, but a PDF copy isn't the same as having the physical copy in your hand and sitting there for hours just flipping through the pages, rolling dice, and building your dungeon.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Recommending this to other players? Yes. Even if you're just want to sit down and just build dungeons. Like, this book is entertaining in a way that, like, the other ones are like, oh yeah, I've got to look through for monsters, I got to look through for... No, this you can have hours of fun just playing by yourself, just building a dungeon.
Just creating stuff.
Just creating stuff.
Yeah, that's neat. So are you planning to keep this one?
Yes. There is very few books, I think, that I would want to grab off a bookshelf if we ever had to, like, leave because the apartment's going to flood in like 10 seconds. This is definitely going to be like, I need to grab a book.
Gotcha.
I love this one.
Okay, well, sounds like if you can get your hand on it, do so. If not... Yeah,
scour around on eBay, Amazon, try to find a physical copy. If you can't find a physical copy, get the PDF. If you're a DM and love building dungeons, love having ideas for stuff, get a copy of this book.
It's the book for you. Okay, well, I think that's it, everyone.
All right. Have a good week. Peace.